Prophet Telvin Ajesowa, Sofu Penia, our prophetic life embassy. Free Mreka Credi, Yeni Papayana, Eufiha. Say no, your partner Chow said, Bosumi Biano, Ombra makes it the state of the nation. And yet, better, say a betuna sepa. I better anchor stations. I know what is all Casa, so and yet better. And yet better. And you tuna say, Papa, Brabet said the state of the nation. And some no dear, what can be brave, but so for Yamawakwaba.
Oh, Namislam.
Koi match microphone no brace of a band. One pombo called Oh, okay. I think since the last time we see our house last month, I didn't say big a trigger. And then Persia sports kakra.
Okay.
And I started economy. Nakuya. Say what they say, dear one. Okay, oh, they started with the soccer, no football, no country, no. Papa, oh my no, so far, cousin.
Oh, Nyamiadum, kakra. It's not easy, but Nyamiadum. We are according to plan, and at the end of the day, everything will come into its conclusion.
Yenny say, oh yeah, Odi4 was sent come say, or man penny be beba kunyaso awaba. Senior or mine econon as a Ghanaian. When it's home, is that what you prayed for?
What I prayed for, it is too early to determine the outcome very early, but obviously some few things that has been done is very promising, and I believe say constantly something better will come out of it. And I maybe Gidi say in planting you will just notice the sand and then the seed, but then in harvesting you can see the fruits and the tree. So right now I think it's in the season of planting, so we can just notice the dirt and then the water and then the seed, but at the end of the day we may see the tree and the fruits. That's the foundation.
My main starting is say the other day Oba Hambe can say who said there will be two major decisions. I was so man penny John Dramani Mama Oteki said or this car Ghana Yewono Ebra Agric mu and I said about gold investment.
All right.
Ma Okan say man penny Edisi cannot be quite to gold, like or be investing in gold.
In gold, yeah.
Now, initially, it will be good in the eyes of people.
Right.
Papa, 2025 budget, what can you kakra?
One or two stuff be around.
Yes. Osha, Sika, a buying Edira gold muno, a gold board muno. It's about $279 million. And Sika Odiera Greek muno 1.5 billion Ghana cedis. That's just oh check here. It's about 3 times a Greek DNO.
A Greek DNO, okay.
So for only a pennyfua casa.
Absolutely.
Omutie.
Oh, yeah, obviously,
now, gold is say because send me a DNA econo where initial investment or more.
Yeah.
And omode a Greek DNA times 3 gold investment. Ebeko ye.
At the end of the day, everything will change towards the agriculture.
Okay.
Yes, in the next movement, it will be all on the Greek side. And things are going to go for the better. In that oh yeah, Greek. Yeah, the communication has been done, but Greek. The reason is that something is about to happen. Once that thing is not honored, like the structure of time is not fully honored, And I make a term the last time they say once the things that are supposed to be done are not done, and things that has to be do with a Greek is not taken, no, it will show its sign.
Okay.
Yeah. So once you see the sign, you will notice so quickly there'll be U-turn, very quick, very fast.
Sign there no.
You'll see how the economy will go. It's a very different situation altogether.
Na say gold no. M1 economy ni nkoyi na.
Not at all. Not at all. In the beginning, it will look rosy, very beautiful. Will be anybody you look at it, you listen to it. Things are going 1 or 2 steps. There will be some amount of money coming out and things like that. But at the end of the day, it won't go anywhere.
Because social media, mainstream media, so I say, a man for any the gold board, no say, I say, expectation is very high.
Exactly. It started very nicely, but then at the end of the day, sir, I remember I told you what is going to happen.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, yes.
Who can say match BBC na BBC and na BBC BB? So for na the end now we expect to say be happen in March.
It is a catalyst in time. I'm the only one that can be able to deduce it. I'm just looking for my marking. Once I'm in marking, I cannot determine the outcome of everything. Yes. They say the my home marking, my home marking as we go on, we'll begin to break things down.
Okay.
Deeper fields. Yes.
Okay. Enti so far no o hwe sunsun mu a o man niema be ne asisa to ho a ba besi in a few months no and a few weeks no.
They come. There are a few things that are supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Number one.
Okay.
We started some few lists I'm about to bring forth.
Yeah. So for answer Metro, so no, we are live on Facebook, Accra 100.5 FM, and if later on no, Obeshare or Kwekusampa TV, Kwekusampa TV, and if Pen Dream TV, ha, Pen Dream TV, Mobeshare ho, Aya Pen Dream for no, Aya Mumra, Kwekusampa ho, move, na yende, mo subscribe Accra na yende. Na kuja enti mu pusi kakra mra Kwekusampa mo beba no na branch manim de dwa bibia ye level try here so for adaro man
so there are a few things that are about to happen.
Okay.
By the grace of God, certain things be adjusted in time that I am looking at. There are some fields of operation and there are some agreements that is about to be broken. And at the end of the day, about releasing Ghana in 1 year time. In this year, 1 or 2 things will be done, which is just on a normal basis. But then there is something that is about to happen that will release Ghana from next year. And that will begin to launch a very different angle, which has to do with a lot of financial income, and then infrastructures will begin to develop. Different things will be popping out, which is very, very unique in the structure of the country. So, obviously, there are some things that are about to happen now as I speak to you from August that is going to change the face of the country next year.
Take form, Ben. Then a release or minus
agreements be because some contracts agreements which has to do with certain investments in the country.
Our sector, Ben.
In all the sectors, from building and establishment of the military, things that has to do with the police system, so many things. The best say we know a flash of opening. It will begin. That's going to be the most important key principle that will save the face of the NDC people. What I say?
Okay. And no, a divine and I say a omanpenino shishena. Amasadi manaba.
A divine orchestration. We are bro papa.
Okay. Enti dia mubo home pie say AC no.
That's what is in time. We work and merge time, so that's what is going to happen within the time. Yes.
Hey. Enti ebema from next year Kodoniama beba for.
Niama beba for. Things will be well adjusted. Exactly. It will bring things into a level, say we'll be able to enjoy certain things in this country that is very feasible.
Okay. Okay. Ebema dollar na form.
Not at all.
Hey.
It won't affect the dollar in any way. The situation of the dollar being at 19 Ghana cedis is a situation where there is something that Donald Trump will be doing. The thing that Donald Trump will be doing is what is going to cause that chaos. It has nothing to do with president of Ghana.
So for Donald Obede.
It's about to make unique movement, which is beyond imagination. Exactly. First things first. Once you hear about a lot of things going on, situations become about the Russia-Ukraine wars and other stuff. Obaba puts a lot of economic strategic movement. Once it starts doing that, the American currency will be strengthened beyond imagination. That's where we fall. Because we were not prepared for that. It surprised us. And once the surprise comes in, our currency will come crumbling. It will not go up.
Hey. Hey,
not this year. Next year is when you begin to feel its impact. But this year will be $1 on top. I remember I told you that in this same year, the currency will shoot like crazy and then drop immediately. And then we'll adjust again. And then quickly, I had to change $100 for almost 18 Ghana cedis.
And no, say, me sure say, or mine na aye bibi.
Exactly. But then they were not ready for something that happened. And that was what took them by surprise.
What do Russia and Ukraine there? Say recently, no, Donald Trump craft free, Ukraine man penima. Say ekoye ntokwa. Asumdie bebeni.
Dabi. April, Umber tried to broker a peace agreement. The peace agreement will not work. And then by October, Russian boots will be in Kyiv.
By date by October
this year. Yes. Russian boots will be in Kyiv.
Hey. Every year,
every year, no. Different kind of bombs will begin to fly. It will become worse. Nobody can stop the war. That's the problem. And that's the outcome of the equation. Because as I told you, I was with Nakuja. I told him the assassination in the Middle East and who they were assassinated. I described the man, the president, the position, the BBI, and everything about him. After they are done assassinating the person, they've gone to the other side as well. Other people that said the assassinations will go on. But then there's a problem that's going to go on. There is a problem that they are going to push a battle towards Belarus. And when Belarus gets involved in it, when the bomb hits one of their cities, that's what escalates every other thing, because it's going to go full force from the other angle. That's when Russian boots will land on Kyiv. It's a very simple storyline.
When that happens, Ukraine, any America bear back home, and
not at all.
What will be the fate of Ukraine for them?
They'll be standing on a lone regime structure with NATO, and then there's nothing anybody can do to help them.
I see. Ebusian for a higher crown 100.5 FM. Your name Prophet Telvin Adesoa. And yene no ewo if you ha ye twetwen komono emrepem and the menye sure say bitime bia homa no na ya hwe enti ye hwe ma me nkose papa ma me misa say o can say from April no bibi besi na answer na be respond no time no ma me menya ntie say Onia Francis International School abba studio ha on person mo hwe de koso ha enti no me sure said baby omugine omu hu de koso enti no hi, good afternoon. KKD akwaba
sani amunimu no March Heritage Month.
Okay.
It's March Heritage Month no mu no schools ahoro eba CTV.
Okay.
Ebi ba omko TV so omko reading news omo kasa omo ba radio omo ba hwede aye here ne enu omo di nkomo kakra do omo to omo school anthem no omo ko.
Okay.
Enti amre na ba se ebi ba ha sisia. Onia Francis na ba you program omo beto aso na emo omo babo ewremu ha 5 minutes na no omo di nkomo kakra bi na omo to omo school anthem no omo ko to aso TV. And went na omo gina on chain.
Okay. Okay. Enti emrepem no KKD ye be mo abana ya to aso sabre ne Prophet Telvin Adesoa na eguso a kasa
Koso kasa
eti mankwara na international mankwara na international see some for my main misa say obe kan say there will be a funeral our minum ɛwɔ hɔ anaasɛ yɛtwam
Ewo,
this year yeah.
not this year.
Okay.
Not this year. And ending of the year to this year to the next year, that's when those things will happen. But now we are adjusting a lot of timeline. So we are in a perfect flow towards the end. And then the Musa.
Okay. Mame ko nia Francis for no so na fe. Yes, I'm ready. Prophet Telvin ajeso wana egusu a ye twetwe nkomo no. So for na wanu gusu a o kasa about funeral bia ansha yedi any be witness in the country.
Yes, and I said towards the end of the year we'll be able to witness those things. Exactly. That is popping up. And I told you that is appointees. That is what is going to happen. Due to that, that is going to bring a shuffle within the system of governance. That is how come my positions will be switched. I think I said that in our previous interview. Yeah. So that one is set and marking. The time is.
To mean changing.
There are things that can be changed. There are things that can be changed. But you know, one thing about the timeline is that one or two of it will definitely slip out of our fingers. Yeah, but we'll try. We'll try our best. Our very best. Also, there are some few things I want to put across.
Okay.
And in that angle, no, this is where we go.
Okay.
Number one, I remember telling you, say, for the first time in the country, someone would try to assault the president directly in a very unique manner, trying to attack the president. Now, I realize in time that the situation that the decision that is going to be made by the gold and then the agriculture and what it will bring forth in November, that is how come it initiated a structure that ended up bringing such a situation towards the presidency. Now, breaking that structure down, you're breaking it down.
Okay.
I told you, say, with Nakuja in the interview. Say, I think last year before the election, I think our last interview.
Okay.
And in that interview, we spoke about this thing, attack B, something that has to do with a funny demonstration that they want to use to destabilize the country in a very funny way. And as I was speaking, the people that were given access to that demonstration were people that were seeking opportunity for governance, and the government did not appoint them. So I remember I told you, say, among phobia, because of opposition, they wouldn't get it, you know, they would play a very funny role. So the presidency will be working, but the same people in the same government will be trying to sabotage the play to the presidency. Because one funny thing is that in 2027 to 2028, there are appointees that are sitting down on the seat of the, which are appointed, obviously, and those people will be sabotaging the president. Because they were afraid that Mama is going to run election in 2028. They asked me the question, I've answered you the question. Exactly. They were afraid, so they will begin to play sabotage. They will begin to play sabotage. So there's going to be a situation, which is about $121 million situation, that they are going to talk about. And then that has to do with the energy sector situation, where that money will be handled in a very funny way, and it will create a lot of situation. To understand that if you don't take care, because of that, there will be situation with the electricity company of Ghana. Very, very big situation that will end up in court, a whole lot of dragging up and down. To understand, say, if you don't take care in the country, the electricity company of Ghana will be held under certain injunction, and if they will make a decision to off the country, turn off light, zoom. We are not working again. Because there is these things that are not done. Airports will be going off, ministries will be going off, independence, different sectors. They like everything.
They are sabotage.
About 2 weeks, yes.
Our energy sector.
Energy sector, yes. As a result of certain games that is being played, that is going to really extend into a very massive ground. And that is not like, it's not the appointees of the energy sector that is doing that.
Okay.
It is some people that have missed opportunity to be appointed, and then they will begin to play the sabotage. And then secondly, those that are trying to contend for 2028 election primaries, they will begin to play that gamble. And bro almost started to play that gamble because they want to make sure that even if Mama has a chance to say, let me go forward and declare, so I want to go for 2028, it is not possible. Exactly. And that is number one thing that we look at.
And Omampeni Mama, I want to give you so about 2028.
2028.
Ushe timeline numa obeko.
In the timeline that I'm looking at, there are two branches of time that I'm looking at.
Okay.
In the first branch of time, he was running for presidency. And he was able to complete all the 4 years, and then he's able to continue to the 8 years and concluded. Because in that time, in 2027 March, there's going to be an agreement and an arrangement in court, and certain things will be adjusted. And then when those things are adjusted, he will be placed on to continue the journey. But then in the main branch of time that I'm looking at, he will run for presidency. In 2 years' time, he will have no vice president, and then he will conclude the election in 4 years.
Oh. And some no, oh, can they say I'm not confused?
It is established.
First branch of time, no. Or running for 2028. But after 2 years, no. He has no vice president.
No, that one he will continue with his vice president.
Okay.
And complete his time.
Okay.
Yes. The one that is running
from 2028, and 7 years came.
Yeah, to 2028. So we're running for when it's running in the timeline is 2 branches. Let me break it down again.
Okay.
The first time branch of time, he will run for the presidency, close the presidency at the 4 years, which is 2028 is done.
Okay.
It's done for. There is no going forward and everything.
Okay.
The one he will extend to 2020 this thing for the extra 4 years after 2028, which is going to run.
Yeah.
Is going to run, and in that time, that's the main branch of time itself. He will go, and in 2 years from now, as I speak to you right now, 2 years specifically from now, I not drank tea this morning. 2 years specifically from now, he will be able to run for the presidency. But before he will run for 2028, 2027, he will have no vice president.
Hey, 2028 now, or running nowhere near. Or be maintaining the vice president.
He will have none. There is no vice president.
So for me, it even said 2028, no, from Cecilia copying 2028, no. We are running with Prof J Nana.
Yes, let me give you a speech. There's a nice speech. I'm hearing it in time. Okay. You know, time when you move through time, you're looking at what is happening in real life. Unless you try to tamper with it. I'm not tampering with anything now. Now, unless I have to, but I don't have to, so I'm not. Now, in time, I am looking at a speech being given with heartfelt, how do you call it? Heartfelt, not condolence. It's the way he said it. It's with a strong heart or deep heart, something. I want to express my condolence to the family of this and and in the situation. But unfortunately, I couldn't finish the speech, left the stage.
Yes. One speech, Nana. Oh man.
That one, when we get there, I'll tell you exactly what it is all about. Yeah.
And you find from 2029, Echo.
No, not 2029.
Within
2 years from now.
2027.
Yes.
Okay. I'm interested in after 2028. No. And what I will say from 2029 no, or contest here, what will happen?
It will not have, once you realize it's not having the vice president, it will contest. Every prophecy that we give here comes with a key. The key is what unlocks the structure of the prophecy. The prophecy is that for him to contend for the 8 years within the timeline, he doesn't have any control over it. He will have no vice president. And then he will complete the 8 years and then continue. He complete the 4 years and continue to the 8th year.
Why not orchestrate this, man?
It's already set in time.
When they set it?
It is a timeline event. It's an amazing thing. We can tamper with it, but then it's already been set from before the foundations of the earth. Yeah.
Say vice president also resigning so way.
If she resigns, she falls into the same category. I can't break it down to you. Yes, I don't have utterance to tell you exactly the details, but we'll break it down. But we can temper it on some few things. But I don't want to
best stay higher nanka, but papa odia to us number 2.
Number 2, we proceed further to the next stage of operation in the divine structure of what God has set. Now, number 2, I will see something that is happening. I'm looking at it vividly in clarity. These ones are the things that we are supposed to adjust very quick, very fast. What is as I'm saying it, you understand? Now, well, as you're looking at the timeline for the years of election, by 2028, as me and you are sitting down here, you're going to enjoy the country in ways you cannot imagine. Because things are going to change financially for the country, and then in terms of certain developments that is going to pop up. Certain things are going to happen. That's the second thing I want to tell you. Say things are going to change for the better. But then the only group of people that were causing the problem were those that are afraid the president will run for the 8 years term. So they'll start trying to sabotage him. And when the sabotage begins, even you realize that the country, something is happening. It's 2 people that are ruling the country, the party and the president.
So say, you know, utie mu a 2028 no.
Yes.
Dodo na ka say ebia chief of staff in Ebeko.
No, it will not make it. You shouldn't waste this time.
General
the timeline
Mosquito
is already set. It has a claim.
In 2028.
Yeah, there are only 2 people that are capable of becoming president in that timeline.
Okay.
I only know who the president is, but then you understand what I mean. As Baumia said, you have to leave the best for the, the best one for the last, As the Sudzu said, do not divulge the weapons of victory beforehand. When I come with the weapons of victory, I come with time, date, hour, minute, every detail. And this time, 3 years ago, it was time and date and things. Last year was time and date and everything. This year, description of clothes, view, face, every detail. Name, mother's name, father's name, whoever it is. The last dot.
I'm interested. And then no, and some papa can name would 80 already Julius Debra obe contested.
Oh, he will try to, make that foundation, but then he will withdraw.
General Mosquito's way.
He's the main thing.
I said, my bad.
But then notwithstanding, there's one amazing thing. On him say in time, I saw something happening strangely in time. Said the MPP party, there is also another person that's formed another party out of the party.
Hey, within 4 years,
2028 election. And I was amazed. I was like, what are these people doing to the party?
As no, the Alan, I know.
Yes. The return of Alan is in 2027.
He'll come back to MPP.
Yes, they'll drag him back.
To lead the party.
But it's not going to work. That's it. News flash. The same angle in October.
And they will cancel power. If Alan will come back in 2027.
Yes. They'll drag him back. They'll pull him everything, communication, every structure, and every other thing. But then it won't work at the end of the day. It will work perfectly from the beginning. But then, almost to the election again, in October, the thing will fail. But that was the biggest track and movement and every other thing. And then they will disappoint Kennedy Japan because he'll be winning the election, and all of a sudden for the primaries, and all of a sudden Baumia will divide him into pieces very quick, very fast. And that's the strangest thing that is going to happen in time. So that one is another thing. But then, as I said, the timeline is already set. I've still mapped the 16 years. 16 years of NDC in power. So whoever is brought is not going to mean anything.
Who can say they will try to give Dr. Baumia a female vice presidential candidate?
Yes.
When
we get there and I have a trans, I'll break it out.
Lawyer address Afwana. Because I say who say or call radio talk. Can the boss asem? oh no. Say oh no.
Not at all, not at all, not at all.
Baumia mfa no.
Dabi.
And why you in the one or Casasano?
So that's what is going to happen. There's going to be another division there at that angle. The election in 2020, it is a very, very funny business. I call it monkey business. NDC has the president Mama and the NDC party dragging for the presidential seat. MPP have 3 individuals dragging for the presidential seat for their flag bearership. And at the end of the day, all those people that are dragging on the right side there, none of them will go. But then the NDC people will push towards it. Julius Debra has fallen off. We have Sidwin Ketia. Now as I speak to you now as I speak to you right now, there's only one person that is standing in front of the presidential seat. His name is Sidwin Ketia, the General Mosquito. Yes, is the person that has the claim of the presidential seat in Ghana. Yes, the ultimate one. But then, behind the seat in time, which is not a viewership of the seat. When I use the word behind the seat in time, what I am saying is that if he's standing in front of it, somebody is standing at the other side, they are contending. The only person is looking at his name is the one that will become the president. Can't tell you his name. But then,
within NDC now.
Within NDC, don't worry. The next president that becomes the president in 2028. You understand? Once you see the vice president is gone, know that Mama is 8 years.
Nipa na obeto aso after President Mama no. Of the region then.
Nipa na obeto aso after President Mama. But I've not converged the timeline. So we are still holding on to Mama for 8
years.
And one thing that is going to happen in time is Alan and Baumia. No, Alan and Kennedy Ejipon. They will shake the whole country. You're in your head, you would even think, say, Ken will become president, he will win the primaries. But then magic, last minute, during the primaries, don't know where Baumia's results are coming from. Boom. Dr. Alhaji Muhammadu Baumia, flag bearer of the MPP again, opposition, 4 years.
Mama, Dr. Baumia.
That's not what I'm saying. You are the one.
Wow. What raises? I mean, major points were had.
Okay.
About Alan Cash, any Kennedy Japan before me alliance.
Yes. Very solid alliance in September.
This year?
Not this year.
Okay. After some more primaries, no. Okay. And then Dr. Baumianso, any Kennedy Japan call elections na contest na Ken Belidi, but all of a sudden,
he'll win. Ken has won. They've raised up his hand. Everyone like, oh, Ken. And then they are surprised, Ken. 11 p.m. I'm giving you time. 11 p.m. 11:45 there about 11 p.m. there about. By the time you realize somewhere around 11 p.m. there about, some funny game is going on, funny business, monkey business is going on. That's the end. Baumia comes up. Oh, Baumia, he has won like thousands, hundreds of thousands. He has won them like Bribu very far. I don't know whether they banned Ken's result or however they did it, but it's a very good
counter. Friends, a vote near the Adena only dinner.
Oh yeah, it will just surprise everybody like magic. Boom! All of a sudden he has lost, and then they come back to opposition again, and then they play the role again until the next 4 years again. 2032. On the hill.
On the hill, no. So this time, what will happen to Baumia? Na hill, no, so because now, I say, we capture party, no. Ken ko for me alliance with Alan. At the end of Bema, Baumia so free MPP, no.
When we get there, I'll tell you about Miaka, you know. Or see, okay, I do not devote the weapons of victory beforehand. So I'll keep that one. Absolutely. And then let's break down. You said you wanted to talk about football.
I mean, who said, Ode, was it Kama?
Come on, didn't Suleiman here.
Who see, or handy over trophy, the Amani club, and
Yes. And then he will be able to take us through our trek into the World Cup. In the World Cup. That guy will save our life. If they want to get to the quarterfinal, that's the guy that took us to the quarterfinal. But then spiritually, you know, there are certain things that has happened to him when he was playing football. He has a knee problem. I prophesied about it a long time ago. The problem is within his knee. There's a struggle. It's a demonic working that is going on within his knee. On the 62nd minute of the World Cup play that we are going on, when we begin to ascend in the group stages, somebody will tackle Kudos behind the center. He will be playing in front of the center. I say, ultra center at your right side. They are wearing white and red lines inside their jersey. Obebon is sliding. He's wearing number 17 jersey. He will break his ankle on the match on the 62nd minute. Once that thing happens in timeline, we will lose the match by 4-1. At that time, Kamadin is already down again with his leg. That is the biggest problem in the World Cup they are going to. So we deal with that thing. I told you there are things that can be done because we'll get to the quarterfinals in the World Cup. But this is the catalyst in time. In all the outcome and the branches of time I'm looking at, that was what prevented us from succeeding in the World Cup. So once these things are dealt with immediately, can be able to solve the problem. Now, mainly, don't worry, somebody will be sitting down there thinking, I'm looking for the Black Star to contact me. No, they sent me an email a long time ago. Almost like, really? How many long time ago? I'm the one that has not responded in kind. I'm just working in time. I was telling them we need to show something. That's why we are winning the matches we are winning now. I want to see something. I want to test the waters. Maybe before I work on anything, I want to see if what I'll do will work first. So I've done experimentation. We've won 5, we've won 3-0. We are going. Want the next one, though the numbers will begin to drop small, the goals, you know, it's going down, small. But at the end of the day, we'll get to where we have to get to.
80 year call World Cup, no?
Yes, it's already set. It's already set. So once the work is done, finally, I'm yet to respond to them. So I'll respond to them from tomorrow, and then we'll kickstart. Maybe
a management team, no, a contact.
The GFA itself.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, the GFA itself contact. I have the email here. Yeah, I think in December they're about.
I
think December, January. Yeah.
Jaffe no be responding.
Yes. Now I'm not yet. So it's 3 months now. They're waiting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, individual players no be contacted also.
Individual players.
In Black Star to say senior okay come
No. Yeah, I have 1 or 2 players there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe I ain't never in car. So don't devote the weapons of victory beforehand. Exactly.
So for Nyankopon ya adoma Friday obey all night.
Yeah, Friday may all night.
Friday
you bear all night. Tell we be prayer camp junction, Prophetic Life Embassy. If you want to come to the church service, just go to Google Prophetic Life Embassy, Prophetic Life Embassy on Google Map. The map is going to lead you directly there. We be prayer camp junction, Numu Anti Street. And it's on the Adenta Dodua Road. It starts at 9 p.m. We close at 4 a.m. It is a prophetic service, and then at the end of the month is a healing and miracle service, and it's very, very, very wonderful. Secondly, I want to also make an announcement. A lot of people are on social media, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, using my name, and I'm this cameraman for. I mean, people send me screenshots of money they've sent to people claiming to be me. And Omega said, pay money for orphanage, pay money there, pay money here. I don't collect any form of money anywhere, shape, or form. At the church premises, when you come there, even counseling is free. Everything is free. We even give you free coffee, free water, free thing. Anointing oil that I'll give to you is free. Anything you'll literally get from the church is free. Nothing is for sale. So even if you find yourself buying anything in the church, just ask yourself a question: what's going on here? Exactly, because we don't commercialize anything. By the grace of God, that's it. So you're very, very cautious when you're online trying to communicate with us. We have our 2 numbers. One is 02622366360. I repeat the phone number again, 02622366360. And there's another one which is 0256290320. So that's our phone numbers. and we have Friday all night 9 p.m. Be there and may the Lord bless you. And I've not mentioned my social media.
Yeah.
I'm on Facebook, Telvin
yeah.
So when you go on Telvin you see a blue check mark. Yeah, it's verified for the Facebook. I'm not verified on TikTok. My TikTok, people are scamming a lot. Like they have so much pages there and they are taking people's money. When they post, you think it is me. They have thousands of likes on the post, so you think it is me. It is not me. Some of them are scamming. This is my page, and then this one also has another page. And then what?
Okay.
Sunday service is at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Then Sunday we have evening service as well.
Okay.
And then we have counseling on Mondays as well. It's strictly by booking. So you have to come to the church premises on Friday all night or on Sunday evening, 6 p.m. Now on the book, only the pastors do the booking. And then the online booking is really limited. So we like in-person booking. You're there to come and book so that it will be easy. You understand? Because we don't want to book somebody and then they don't show up. Whilst others are begging to come and, have that encounter. We want it to really make sense. God bless you all. Have a wonderful day. Please, the number is 0256 290 320. Don't take anybody's number and be scammed. God bless you.
Abusuafo ɛha ne edi dwumadi ne besie Prophet Telvin Adesowa. God bless you so much. Aya monitor ewo Kwakusampa TV. The citizen show no so. Abrantie Kwakusampa.